Or not. Hi. This is awkward. Chow seems a bit lost in his memories. Best we don't disturb him. Well, that is done. So that should mean that new stuff has opened. What are you doing in my kitchen? Sorry. I'm hardly about to kick you out, not after you help me with that ghost problem. Tell me a bit about your light delight. What are you asking for? Aren't you here to cook? You're not the first person to surprise me working as a chef, though. My story goes like this. I actually used to be a thief. Yeah, we already know this. I thought maybe I could purchase another recipe from him, but I guess not.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year?
I didn't know this was here. Lantern Rite?
Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite.
I was going to talk to her for recipes. I didn't know the quest continued here.
It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns into the night sky. Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns. We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You catch Paimon's drift?
I guess.
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also...
What?
If you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you? We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Still, given his current mood...
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
Lantern Rite Part 1. Accidentally activated. Anyway. The origin of the lanterns. Go to Liyue Harbor. Returning customer, welcome back. Like to buy something. Yeah, there are new recipes. Vegetarian abalone. New recipe. I figured there might be something here. Oh, I can buy these? That's good to know. Only 5 at a time, but in case I need emergency food. Anyway. Xiao's still here? Yeah. And doesn't want to go. Okay. We're off to Liyue Harbor for the Lantern Rite. On your mark, get set. Whee! Where to? Origins of the Lanterns. On the day of the first full moon each year, the people in Liyue celebrate the Lantern Rite. At nighttime, everyone in Liyue releases Xiao lanterns and the Mingxiao lanterns into the bright night sky. Each Xiao lantern contains a piece of plastrite that makes it float, and people hang wish sticks from them, which carry their heart's desires in written or painted form. The lanterns slowly fly away, carrying the hope that the light they emit might guide the souls of Liyue's faithful protectors home, that they might return and be reunited with the people once more. You and Paimon arrive in Liyue as the festival is in full swing, preparing to enjoy yourselves. See, I'm so iffy about, like, paper lanterns like that because we have such a huge fire risk here. People light them off and it's like, oh, they look so cool, and then they come down on top of berms and burn things down. So maybe if you live by the ocean and they fly out over the ocean, it's better. Kinda. Still pollution. But here, oh my god, with all the trees and all the farm brush, like, no. Paper lanterns are a big no-no here. Especially since people have a tendency to do it around fall, in which case everything is Tinder. Please don't. I know I'm ruining Lantern Fest, but still, I know people think they look cool. But please, Smokey does not approve. What's that? Are they rebuilding the Jade Chamber and that is like the little bit of it, or is this something else? It looks like a little bit of jade stone. They're tying it down. Maybe. New festival stuff. Oh yeah, all this is up now. Check this out. Cool. Cool. Umbrellas hanging up, upside down.
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing, hmm?
Trust me, you can't. It's not for sale. Trust me, you can't afford it.
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious, what number did you have in mind exactly? Oh, forget it. Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy.
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it. I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Paimon, we don't take candy from strangers.
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy.
Typical Paimon.
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the Lantern Rite? This year's Mingxiao Lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years.
So that's what that thing is. Also, I can see paper lanterns behind his head.
It's big enough to make you wonder if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist. I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, Celestia just on the same type of floating stuff that was made out of the Jade Chamber.
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
Wow. So many stalls. Here, there, everywhere.
Yeah, like I said, I won't be able to complete the camera quest.
There seems to be something mysterious about this.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it? I did the right thing, didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the Lantern Rite, aren't they?
I don't really know how to respond to this. Talk to Madame Ping, who is where? Here. Oh yeah, here's the new board game. Which I'm probably gonna suck at, because I don't do tactical style games. This year's Mingxiao Lantern is dedicated to Sky Bracer. He always was a show-off. I'm sure he'll be very pleased. Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. I'm curious why Chang Chang was voiced, but Madame Ping isn't, considering we already know she has a voice actress. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountains started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the Adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used the blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain, and if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, he then kept on fighting until his blood was drained and his life ran out. Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day, and the blood that he lost in battle turned into the Bishui River. Whether you believe the story or not, I'm just happy you're willing to listen to me tell it. Surely the reason the Lantern Rite exists is because people throughout the ages have chosen to come together as friends rather than stay in isolation. Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom spread to all, and never be extinguished. Okay. I cannot have these. They look like I can, but I cannot. They look like regular treasure chests, but I cannot have them.
Building materials. Yes, this seems.
This would be really cool. I know MMOs do this on occasion. Be really cool though if it was more MMO-like. You could just run around with people. I mean, maybe, maybe not. It's more like Fantasy Star style MMO. I didn't realize that until a couple days ago when somebody mentioned how Fantasy Star was like pseudo online, and I'm like, oh! It kind of clicked in.
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
Where do you people even get this stuff? Because you think as soon as it was unearthed, it would just float up.
This is the plasterite to be used for the Mingxiao Lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang Zhou. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Mingxiao Lantern. You seem like newcomers. Is this your first Lantern Rite?
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival.
What is the miHoYo lantern exactly?
You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Xiao Lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the miHoYo Lantern. Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Xiao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the miHoYo Lantern construction.
So, the Xiao Market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Xiao market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Xiao market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Origin of the Lanterns, talk to Wangya, who is apparently right here.
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Xiao market. Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who joins in the festivities has a good time.
I've got a few things I'd like to ask.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Xiao market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference. Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall. If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people. Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help. As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
Of course, I go to a festival and I immediately get chores. Oh my god, he's like only a couple of feet away. Are you serious, woman? I can still see you from here. Oh my god.
Lantern Rite special grilled tiger.
We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped
Really
in some
don't
others.
have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
Okay, just take a minute to load then.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu. Or if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Woohoo! Paimon will have... Huh. Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
Ah, interesting blueprints of the deer in the back. I wonder if they're gonna, like, build him out of it? Like, a float of him?
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it.
This is the document from Wangya.
Uh-huh. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking. Ugh, hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later.
Ouch.
Come on then, place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too.
No offense, but this doesn't look that impressive. It just looks like he dropped fish all over the counter.
Huh? Grilled tiger fish? That's the one Pervasies love to eat, isn't it? Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
You mean your way of ordering your dinner?
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time.
Can I take an extra one and put it at his shrine, please?
Okay, here's your grilled tigerfish. What do you think?
Delicious.
Paimon's an expert in eating. See, like, these dishes look way more festival-ish and way more coordinated.
Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
But, like, just the display of his stand is, like, just random fish on the desk. It doesn't look that, orderly.
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers. If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
See, like, these pots of food look more orderly. I can see a bowl being fished out of there, but, like, this is just random fish strewn across the table and a couple dumplings in a pot. I'd like to buy a snack. Lantern Rite special grilled tiger fish, radish balls, lotus seed and bird egg soup, jewelry soup. Obtained from Lantern Rite's shop. Wow, these are interesting. Lantern Rite special treat for layered consomme. Lantern Rite, come and get it. Food. These are really expensive. I'm gonna get like a couple of these just in case I can offer some. I don't know. Should I get one of each? Because this only comes once a year. This is more for my archive than anything. My little item archive thing. There. Uh-huh. This is just for filling out the book.
Special grilled tigerfish. Don't pass up the opportunity to give it a try.
Thank goodness I have
So
money.
you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Ah, so tasty.
He said he wouldn't look at the document.
Oh yeah? He said that last year too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now. Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao lantern is for you.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely. But if you're interested in Xiao lanterns, you can ask Jingming over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
This always gives me the most
Obtained a lantern.
Now, isn't this lively?
Over here. I'm assuming we're gonna have to collect lantern parts for monsters, considering that happened before I even spawned any of this. Him.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline.
Could you teach us how to make Xiao lanterns?
Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, You don't look like locals to me.
Everybody
Looking to
always
try your hand at making your own?
Everybody always pronounces things differently, so I never know if I'm getting the pronunciation correct.
I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one.
Because most people say Xiao and he says Xiao.
I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these and give it a go.
I saw a little thing that said, you learned how to make a lantern. Pop over his head, Xiao lantern. Yeah, sticks, cotton, and a rock. He probably gave us one, and the other ones I got off of, Dragon Spine. Boof.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice. Did you get it?
Just about?
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect.
What do I need these for?
Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous miHoYo lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it. The Xiao Market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support the Ming Xiao Lantern's construction.
Whoa. So that's how the miHoYo lantern is built.
We were already told this like 5 minutes ago.
Such is the Lantern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build miHoYo lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received. Especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun. Building materials.
Plustrate shard.
So, did you find Jingming?
Yep.
We did! And he taught us all about how to make Xiao lanterns. Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy Lantern Rite.
Quest complete! Lantern Rite Tales 1. We've only just begun. Lantern Rite! We've only just begun. All That Glitters, Lantern Rite Tales, Theater Mechanicus, which is locked, and the Xiao Market, which has 24 days and 16 hours. Lantern Rite, stand by me. Please don't play copyrighted music. Owned. 2? Apparently I get these from, like, monsters. Hilly trail type enemies. Harvestable plants. Okay, so when I go pick flowers, maybe I'll get that. And probably from mining. Obtained from harvestable ores found on Geovishap hatchlings and Geovishaps. Produced by Stonehide Larchels. Okay. Harvestable ores and stored hide Larchels. Also Geovishap enemies, which I haven't done that yet. Either. So, like I said with this, I won't be able to complete it unless somebody wants to join and trade for some red, ochre, or purple. Because I am missing at least 1 blue and at least 3 yellows. And I don't know if my friends who play have gotten far enough to do this, so that might have to be if I complete this to get the fortune box, if it's even that much. If it's not much, I don't care. If it's only like a couple prima gems, I guess I don't care. If it's like a crown, then I'd absolutely like to finish that, but if not, I missed a few days because I was sick. Sorry, guys. Eventually, I might do the Xiao trial run just to try out Xiao, although I did try out Xiao, so I don't know if I'll do it. I might try out the Geo-Vishap, just because I think there's a cutscene to it. And this is where you're also going to get Xiao's Ascension materials, because I believe he needs... Hang on. He needs these things. He needs Juvenile Jade in order to ascend later on, so you're going to need to do that for Xiao. Other than that, it seems to be the same stuff. And it does take resin, since it's a new boss. I'm guessing it's going to be permanent because you do need it to ascend Xiao. And we also have Lantern Rite. Let us begin. We've only just begun 0 something. Event description. Festive Fever. During the event, completing requests under the Lantern Rite Tales will increase the festive fever of the Lantern Rite. Festive Fever is divided into 3 stages. We've only just begun, Guest Flock from Afar, and Glow of 1,000 Lanterns. Increased Festive Fever to unlock more quests and more of the story. I'm the one who had a fever recently, so my brain is just at this point. Xiao Market. The Xiao Market will be open during the event, and peace talismans can be exchanged here for various items. Additionally, more items will become available on the Xiao Market on the 1st, 5th, and 9th days of the event. Whatever days those actually are, because peace talismans can be obtained by completing Theater Mechanicus challenges. That thing I'm going to suck at. Okay. All that glitters has a thing on it, so I'm assuming it's open. Current deep beneath the lanterns. Unlock after 3 days. Oh. I guess I can't do that yet. The highlight of the Lantern Rite is the release of the giant Mingxiao Lantern into the sky, and this year's Mingxiao Lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years. For this special occasion, the merchants of Liyue have set up the Xiao Market to help gather the materials needed to build the lantern. When you arrive at the Xiao Market, one of the event organizers, Wangyo, seems to have something to say to you. Unlock after 3 days. Okay, so it's not open yet, regardless of what I do, so I can hold off on that. Lantern Rite Tales. The City of Chores. Okay, Wangya from Liyue Harbor seems to be troubled by something. Go to quest, I guess? Lantern Rite 2. Requirements: Guest Flock from Afar, stage a Festive Fever, complete the task currents deep beneath the lanterns, and complete all requests under Lantern Rite Tales 1 and 2. Okay, so there's just like a lot of stuff apparently. City of Chores. Let's go do that. One thing at a time. I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore. What's the matter? No worries, I'm just trying to sort everything out that needs to be taken care of for the Lantern Rite. It's just that the more I think about it, the more issues come up. Even though my colleagues took part in the workload upon themselves, it's my turn this year to coordinate the Xiao Lantern delivery. If I don't buck up and prepare everything, I won't make it in time. Delivery? Well, I said Xiao Lantern delivery. I mean more than just sending out the lanterns themselves. Simply put, I'm more about playing the role of the Lantern Rite ambassador, passing on well wishes and creating the festive atmosphere. Even with most people being off work for the festival, including some owners and their staff, there are still essential workers who just can't take a break. For example, those in charge of keeping order during the celebration, like the Millilith. The Ministry of Civil Affairs usually sends them gifts to acknowledge their hard work around the Lantern Rite session. I was about to visit the Millilith responsible for keeping our city safe to gift them the Xiao Lanterns as a token of our gratitude. However, we're a little short-staffed and haven't managed to send out the gifts to all the soldiers on the list yet. Could you do me a favor and deliver these gifts? How could I not? That's amazing, thank you so much. Who are the lucky recipients? Let me see, which of the Millilith haven't been checked off? Xiangming, Hongyi, and Kylie. I'll mark their stations for you, I can't thank you enough. Okay. One's up there. Lantern Rite gift. Didn't get to see what it was. Just said Lantern Rite gift. Whatever that may be. Pigeons! Oh. That's who it was. Should I talk to you? I don't know. Oh look, sorry if you're hitting on me, I'll have to refuse. I'm waiting for someone. Who are you waiting for? My lover, Xiaoxi. He's a sailor. We didn't get to see each other very often. He's never back on land for very long. He's already gone for so long, who knows if he'll be back. Next time he gets back, I'm going to ask him outright when we're going to get married. All this waiting is just too much. About Rex Lapis's death. Rex Lapis and Liyue like two lovers for thousands of years, but all relationships must come to an end. If death is the thing that finally separates you, well then surely that's a sign you had a good run. Or is it a sign that we all have been dumped by Rex Lapis? That's one way of looking at it, I guess. Who is it? It's this person. Jiaming, do you need anything? I'm on duty. Lantern Rite, gift delivery? Quiet down a bit. I'm working over here. What do you mean gift delivery? Oh, it's from Ministry of Civil Affairs. I see. Another year, another Lantern Rite, and I wanted to head home earlier this year too. But given the current situation, I can't relax just yet. I guess I'll be heading home in a few hours late again. Thanks for coming all this way. I'll take this. Thanks. When's that fellow going to leave? I guess he means Gentry Dean. Over here. Oh, this one. What's wrong with that well? Gift delivery? Huh, this must be from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Thank you, I'll take it. Still, I need to remain on duty a while more to assure that no residents come to draw water from that well. Who knows what's wrong with it? But either way, it can't be drunk from right now. Diphtheria during the Lantern Rite? You don't say. This one's a ways off. Suddenly, cholera. Over here? The little girl? I haven't finished writing my wish. Be a good girl, little Jean. The nice uncle from the Millelith went to fetch it for you. Have you seen Kylie? Are you looking for that nice Millelith? Little Jean was writing her wish on the Zhao lantern when she suddenly lost her grip on it, and the lantern flew that way. That Millelith told us he'd seen it hanging on a tree and went to get it for us. What's so special about that Zhao lantern? I told her we could make another one, but she... Oh, no, we can't. My brother worked hard to make that lantern. Little Xian, that nice uncle will bring it back to us in no time. My apologies. If you really need to talk to that Millelith, you can find him over there. Guard city? Or get paper lantern out of tree. Also, again, like I mentioned, that's another reason why we don't do paper lanterns. They can, you know, get stuck up there, and then suddenly tree is on fire. For Archon's sake, how do I get there? Perhaps I should try something different. What are you doing? Traveler, it's nothing. I was just wondering how to climb up that tree and retrieve that lantern. It's so hard to fight gravity in full armor. I just slip back down each time. Would you mind lending me a helping hand? Recovering that lantern shouldn't be too difficult for you. Great many thanks. Let's get done as quickly as we can so that little girl can finally cheer up. Your armor isn't even that heavy. It's leather armor. It's just a curious. Get the lantern? Sure did. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's the one. You just made those kids' day. I'll give it back to them. I hope they're still waiting where I left them. About the gift. This must be for the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Alright, great. Release received. Thanks for the trouble. Forgot to read what that said. Do you mean retrieving the lost Shao lanterns? Of course. Doesn't matter if it's finding Shao lanterns, chasing off evildoers, or defeating monsters. The Millelith's duty is to help those in need. Thank you once again. I need to hurry and give it back to those kids. And then I shall have other tasks to complete. Of course, City of Chores. It's the freaking festival and we're out making deliveries. At least we're getting some books. Which I've been kind of short on since I haven't been able to log in for a few days, never knowing if I'd accidentally set the mission off. But no, it actually appeared at 10. What do you know? It is pretty though. Oh hey! The deer looks like a deer now. I wonder if me running around eventually makes this thing more complete. Who knows? Because yeah, it doesn't look like a floaty thing now. Now it actually looks like a deer. Antlers still being worked on. You're back. How did the gift delivery go? Everyone got their present. You're a real lifesaver. I wouldn't have made it without you. Do they have to stay on duty throughout the whole festival? Well, the Ministry of Civil Affairs will schedule alternating shifts for them. But Liyue is too large. There's too many stations and places that need patrolling. We simply don't have enough recruits. Even though they take turns, some of them will get the shorter end of the stick and work during the Lantern Rite. Besides, considering how grand the Lantern Rite celebrations are each year, some parts of the city require additional resources. No matter how we distribute our people, there's never enough manpower. Sounds really difficult. Well, that's our job. We do what we can to ensure that everyone has a nice Lantern Rite. Which reminds me of other people who might need help around festival time. Be nice if you could lend them a hand. The more people we encourage to participate in the rite, the more festive its atmosphere will get. We send Shao Lanterns because we'd like for everyone to be able to release one and make it their own wishes. Which is the thing he hates, which is ironic. Like, I'm not a wishing machine. On a broader scale, we'd like the Lantern Rite to spread far and wide. It'd be great if everyone could experience its atmosphere. Lantern Rite is meant for everyone, after all. Alright, duty calls. I hope you have a great time during the Lantern Rite. Unlock after 16 hours, 1 day, 2 days. Let's open this. View request. Verses and Vistas of the Lantern Rite, Part 1. About the Vernier is puzzling over how to capture the Lantern Rite in a painting. Complete quest to obtain. Accept, I guess? In progress? Meh.
I smell rabbit.
Where the heck would you smell rabbit? From a food stall? What's the matter? No, this isn't right, and that's not right either. Oh, hello, I'm just here collecting some materials. Given that the Lantern Rite Festival is already in full swing, I was thinking about how I could create a painting that depicts Liyue Harbor during the festival. Maybe it's a problem with my technique or something, but no matter what I do, the painting just doesn't feel right. Maybe a change of scenery would give me more inspiration, but I can't seem to find anywhere better. Do you know any scenic spots that'd be suitable for a painting? We'll have a look around. Oh good, let's have a look together then. Maybe we'll be able to find a nice scenic spot. Look for suitable scenery. Off a ways. Oh, wow. Off a ways a ways. Oops. Up the trail we go! Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Ah, I made it. I barely made it. Now here's a good view of the landscape. Oh, who's this? My name is Qingshou, my liege. I might add that I consider myself a poet, if I may be so bold. And you are? Oh, so you're a poet. Well, I'm a painter, and I'm looking for some scenic spots nearby to give me some inspiration. Inspiration, you say? Why, this is quite a coincidence. I myself am also seeking a stroke of inspiration. May I be so bold to ask the purpose of which do you seek to be inspired? Certainly. I intend to paint a scene of Liyue Harbor during the Lantern Rite. This traveler here was assisting me in a search for a suitable landscape. And might I ask what you are seeking inspiration for? Why yes, quite the coincidence indeed. I also seek to write a poem about the Liyue Harbor during the Lantern Rite. I'm seeking inspiration just as you are. I see. Wouldn't a poem be a little too simple? How could an amazing festival like the Lantern Rite Harbor itself possibly fit into a few lines of poetry? Oh no, don't start. If you ask me, only a great painting could properly capture the essence of a festival. I sense a competition. A great painting, you say? I fear that such a work would only be a waste of good brush and ink. A painting could never fully capture the subtle charm of the Lantern Rite, and would fail to accurately render the spirit of Liyue. Furthermore, could the grandeur of a land as magnificent as Liyue ever possibly be captured in a painting? I think the painting would be better. I think the poem would be better suited. Calm down, you two. Arguing like this won't solve anything. I propose we create a work depicting Liyue Harbor during the Lantern Rite. Once we both finish our works, we'll put them on display and invite someone to judge them. What do you say? Your proposition is acceptable. I shall await your presence at Wangshu Inn once you have completed your painting. Then we shall entreat an impartial judge to critique our work. Good, you have a deal. It's settled then. If you would excuse me, shall take my leave now. He sure does talk big for a poet, and to think he actually believes the Lantern Rite and Liyue Harbor can express with a few lines of poetry. I'll show him. He won't stand a chance once I finish my painting. I'll need to pour all my creativity into this one. In fact, I should even specially prepare some paints and brushes for this particular piece. Traveler, could I trouble you to help me collect some special materials? What do you need? I'll need a whopper flower nectar from a pyro whopper flower. With that, I'll be able to mix some special paint. Well, I already have some. I guess I need to go get a special one. Stop doing that. I guess I'm twitchy today. Berries. Well, should be some here.
Come on, focus. We're way
Can we?
behind schedule. We're way behind schedule.
She wasn't shooting off her skill.
Keep going.
She sounds more tired than me now. No offense, but the re-recorded lines aren't great.
Born of ice and frost.
Why is this thing so difficult? Maybe just because I'm tired, I don't know.
Next on the agenda.
I see so many people do like 10,000 damage and I wonder how they get there. Pyro, Whopper Flower Nectar, return. Maybe I just need better accessories. I don't know. Oh, no, where am I going? Here. Give it a sec. Is the poet gonna need something too? Were you able to get the Whopper Flower Nectar I need? Here it is. Let me see. Oh yeah, this will do just fine. Once the paint is ready, all we need to do is find a suitable landscape and then I can start painting. Just wait till that poet sees my painting. I've just remembered. It's tradition to release Shao lanterns during the Liyue's Lantern Rite. People even write wishes on the lanterns, right? I've even prepared a Shao lantern here, and as for the wish, well, I won't tell you, otherwise it might not come true. I nearly forgot. These are for you. I guess you could help consider them your reward. Thanks for your help. I can't wait to see the look on that poet's face when he sees my painting. Festive Fever. Getting a lot of primogems today. And a lantern fiber. I don't know when I'll need those, but it might be a good idea to run around in my own time and just collect them. Next. Theater Mechanicus. We'll get to that. Okay. Next is this. Hammer and Wrench. Wrench Wang from Liyue Harbor seems to be looking for help with some matters.
I smell rabbit.
This way? Ah, I see where he is. All the way over in the harbor. Who is the person I'm looking for? I suppose I should give him a Shao lantern after all. Give who? Oh, it's you. The Wrench. He has always taken good care of me. Even now, he helps me out all the time. It's almost like a real brother. This is supposed to be a festival, and yet he's working nonstop. So I'd like to give him a Shao lantern as a gift. We were childhood playmates, and he absolutely loved the sight of lanterns when he was little. I'm sure he'd love to get one now. Traveler, could you help me deliver the Shao lantern to him? Don't you want to give it to him yourself? Might need more coming from you after all. I'd love to, but I've got so many things to take care of at home. I left my husband to do all the housework while I've been out shopping. I should get back to him as soon as I can. I'm leaving the matter of the Shao Lantern to you. Once we've got some time, my husband and I will go see the wrench together. I do hope he'll manage to get a little bit more free time. Okay. I wonder what raising the fever pitch for the Lantern Rite even does. Also, apparently there's a pet encyclopedia now somewhere. Hi. Also, really quick. Oh, nope, that's not it. Name card? I could have sworn they dropped like a little secret in here. Because there's Cleese, Amber's, Deluxe, Bennett's. Hang on. I know what I'm doing. I bet that's Chi-Chi's. Ka-ching. Traveler note. Interesting. BP reward. Oh, right here. Here it is. Yeah, Hu Tao. We get one for Shao. Shao's name card, which is locked. Friendship level 10 with Shao, and friendship level 10 with Hu Tao. Who's Hu Tao? Well, I guess I'm allowed to say now. Hu Tao is redacted. I told you her banner was coming, and they gave a little sneak preview down in here for those of you who were keen enough to notice. Do you have some business with me? I'm quite busy at the moment. Here's a lantern from Shu. See you? She's got me a Shao lantern? Let me see. She wrote this wish for me, didn't she? Yep. That was my greatest wish as a kid. So many years have passed in the blink of an eye. Time truly flies. Still, how come she asked you to deliver it for me? She has things to attend to at home. She needs to return home to help her husband. Ah, that is so good. Good, yes, very good. Sounds like she's got a good life now. That's all that matters. It's a good thing. It's very good. I'm sorry. I've still got a lot of work to do. If you please excuse me. I wonder if you didn't know she got married. Traveler moment, if you will. Yas? The Shao Lantern was from CU, wasn't it? You overheard us? I just know him well enough. There was no need to even guess. He did exactly the same thing last year, went off for a walk, then came right back and proceeded to hammer nails into a ship's hull the whole night through. I know how he does this, but still. Traveler, could you please help him out? Tormenting oneself is no way to spend a festival. I'll do it. Sorry for troubling you. I bet he's on board ship right now, working away. Best you go find him quick. I'll be preparing some food in a bit. Come back here once you're done and we'll eat together. Okay. Says he's here. Here he is. We've dallied so long, I'm sure we've fallen behind on work. We better put our backs to it. You sure you're alright? Hey, what are you trying to say? I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? I should get back to work now. Once I've finished, we'll see. Allow me to help. Well, if you really want to, you can bring me some wooden planks. Collect planks? Which would be where exactly? I'm stuck. I'm stick. My dude. You're both like right where I need to be to climb up. When in doubt, go around, I guess. And follow the glitter trail. Look for objectives in this area. Oh, come on. All it says is objective in this area. No. Here's some. Okay. Boop. Boop. Already wooden plank. It has a great many uses. It sure do. Oh, and don't forget the treasure chests that are up in the rafters of that building. Yes, there are treasure chests in the rafters. Have you brought the planks? Yes. They should do the trick. Many thanks. Still, there's a few loose ends to tie up. Could I trouble you to go to the dock and take inventory from some newly arrived goods? There should be a total of 3 crates piled on the dock. You're a big help. In the meantime, I need to get a move on and finish up everything here. Okay, where are we going now? 3 crates on the dock. I'm still trying to figure out what their dynamic is. Oh, for crying out loud. My poor stamina meter. Crates on the dock. It says over here. Like, sometimes it shows me and sometimes it doesn't, which is confusing. Or is it just pointing me back in? Up there. If I'm out of the area, it tells me where it is in the area, which is odd. But if I'm in the area, it just says, look around. Bing. Bing. Bing? He's not in a great spot to get to. Where'd he go? I say that and I've gone and jinxed it. He's up there. Proves my point. Get. Have you tailed the numbers up? Well done. Thank you very much. Well then, that's today's urgent work dealt with. Harmony says he's got some food prepared for you. Does he now? That guy worries too much. Well, whatever. Since he's already gone to the trouble of making it, let's go join him. Besides, you help me do a lot too, so some of that should go to you as compensation. This way. It's done. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Oh, have you finished everything? It was a small matter, and with this travel helping, it was easy. You... well, come on, it's the festive season. No need for the long face. Yeah, sure, whatever you say. Have you prepared the Shao Lantern yet? A Shao Lantern? I forgot. What with my memory today? Well, never mind, eh? It's just a lantern. So what if we don't release it on time? Didn't you try that with me? You're not seriously suggesting that we celebrate the Lantern Rite with a lantern now, are you? Traveler, can you make a lantern for my colleague? Sure. Thank you very much. I'll be waiting for you here. Okay. Did you bring the Shao Lantern? Got it right here, sir. Give? That'll do, thanks. You've really done a lot, Traveler. They're in the festive period, too. Well then, what should I wish for? Let's go with this. New year, new horizons? Sounds good. You think so? It's good. I do wish it would come true. What's wrong? He made the same wish last year as well. I mean, new year, new horizons. Changes every year. Quest complete. Next. And it goes poof! I didn't see it go poof last time, but it does indeed go poof.